I've made it back in the month of January. Go me. Hi, for those of you who are new, I am Amy of Amy G's Creations. This is Flosstube number 42. Welcome back to all my friends who watch. And I had another couple new subscribers, so thank you very much. The cough is almost completely gone, but I just felt a twinge in my throat. Every time I start to talk a lot, I feel that twinge. Like I don't always have to break out in coughing like I did last time, but I'll go for like 2 or 3 days and not cough at all, and all of a sudden it'll come. But I'm feeling tons better. So, all right, let's get right into stitching, shall we? Now, as I said, I had no plans for this year. I'm just going to stitch whatever and kind of indulge in my natural inclination to pick a project and stitch on it for a really long time. I am not one of those people who stitches, Monday is sheep and Tuesday is Christmas and Wednesday is Halloween. I love watching those floss tubes. And so I'm sure my floss tube to a lot of people is super boring. And I was trying to have myself be that a little bit, and it just didn't feel natural and uncomfortable. So I'm just going to be my authentic self, and if people want to watch, they want to watch, and if not, that's okay. That's fine. My mom watches. Hi, Mom. And she enjoys it, so I'll keep making them for her if no one else. But yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of variety because that's exactly what I did this time, but I made some great progress. Okay, let's dive right in, shall we? First is my Harvest Witch, and you're like, that looks exactly the same as you showed it last time. No. Look, all the back stitches completely done. Oh, she turned out so cute. I really like her. The lighting's better a little bit back further, but I wanted you to see some of the detail. Oh, isn't she just cute? And David from David and Mad Morty. The channel's only called Mad Morty. David's not getting credit, Morty. Anyway, he had an excellent suggestion that I finish this as a wall hanging because, you know, I sew. And on the other side, do a Thanksgiving/Christmas. So I hang up one and flip. And I have quite a few of my fall decorations that are Halloween on one side and Thanksgiving on the other. I have a lot of Thanksgiving decor. And I think that is a perfect solution. And I'll probably do it on this side of fabric. What exactly? Don't know. But that's why this is not finished yet, is because I have to figure out what I want to stitch for Thanksgiving that's approximately same size, so I can turn it into a two-faced wall hanging. But that is my Harvest Witch. And this again, let me grab, I've got the, this is from Cross Stitch, a Needlework magazine, the October 1996. issue. Okay, so if you have a way back machine, maybe you can find that somewhere. It is she's just cute, so cute. All right, so then I finished up with that, which put me in kind of a Halloween mood, which I know, like right after Christmas, but I'm like, Christmas is done. I stitched those 3 ornaments, which no, I have not finished yet. And I was like, I'm still a little bit in the Halloween mood. So, I got a dangling thread because I literally stopped right in the middle of stitching. I busted out, let's see, there's the light pretty good, the Lola Crow Haunted Librarian Sal. Now, when I last showed this, I had I had the bare bones outline of some of this bookshelf. I don't even know if I had I didn't have the shelves. The sides were not complete. The archways were not done. And so I worked on this quite a bit, and I've got a lot done. And as you can see, I'm going to have the pattern comes down a little bit to here. So it's going to be tight, but for me, I like a tight finish. So that's going to be all right. Yeah, and I'm finishing this to hang up in, of course, the library where I work. But, okay, and here's what's fun about this pattern. When I look at the pattern, I am one of those people that I cannot tell what it's going to look like on a black and white pattern. Like, I kind of could see that there was a shape. Let me see if I can hold this up. There was like a sort of outline of a raven here. But it didn't, even though I had seen other people's finishes, okay, or stitches, my memory is crap. So I didn't really get that this was a hunched back guy with no head, headless man, till I stitched all the black and went, oh my gosh, and those are his boots down there. And like this face, it's not even done. But as I was stitching, I'm like, what the heck is this? And as soon as I was finished with that black, I went, oh my gosh, that's Edgar Allan Poe. And I showed it to my son. I'm like, look, who do you think this is? And he goes, no way, that's Edgar Allan Poe. So he knew immediately. That is amazing to me, that with a few X's, you can make something that is completely recognizable. Designers are amazing. Then to put this again, this little thing, this little hand, I didn't know it was a hand by looking at the pattern. I had to actually stitch it. And then when I was done, I went, holy freaking crap, that's a hand. That's so cute. And then again, this is what I love about this pattern. I'm stitching along and I'm just following the, you know, the symbols and for the colors and blah, blah. And all of a sudden I get done and I'm like, that says red rum. Now, what? What? So good. And what's really fun is I've like read all these books. I've read all these books that are on here and seen all these movies. And it's just, this is the funnest, coolest, awesomest stitch. So, thank you, Lola Crow. You are freaking amazing. Now, one thing that I find fascinating about watching other people's floss tubes is when they describe their stitching method. There are people who start down in this bottom left corner. That is bonkers to me. That is because to me, you start in the top right-hand corner like you're reading a book. Sometimes I may have to start in the middle, but always the middle top. Never the middle. That is mental institution level style of cross stitching to me. I don't get how you can do that. Just start wham bam in the middle of a project. Like, what? How do you know? How can you keep track of where you are in the pattern? How do you make any sense of anything that's going on? No. Or like people are like, oh, I saved the border for the end. No, you put the border in very first. So you have a frame and you know where everything's supposed to go. Like, that's how my brain works. And so it's fascinating watching other floss tubes and finding out that other people's brains are so different from mine. So anyway, I was like, there is nothing over here. And I knew that this piece of fabric that I really wanted to use, because I dyed it myself and it was awesome, but I knew it was a little on the tight side. So I couldn't risk starting a top left-hand start or top right-hand start because there was nothing that went in there. So what I did is I folded the fabric in half, figured out the middle, and started the middle of this thing that's on top of the bookshelf. I got that in. Then I came down here and worked this way and worked this way so that I could get that bookshelf. And then I went in, I do a color thing. So what I did is first I put in as much of that dark brown as I could stand to do. And that was easy to count without anything else to go off of. Then I went back and added in the black everywhere. Then I added in, the black a little bit on the tops. Then I went in and added the light brown. Then went and back in the browns to get those shelves, because then I had the outline and then I could do the shelves. And then once I got the shelving in most of the way, then I could see to put in this black. right here, this structure of the black. Then I went back and I was like, okay, I've worked on dark brown, light brown, and black. I need some color because I'm starting to get frustrated. So that's when I went in and I picked one color. I picked white and I put in white where I could find it, here, here, and here. Then I did some more black, but on the shelves. So I did that. Then I did the red. Then I picked another color and I did all. So I have the red out. I do all the red, like all the books. And that made it go a lot faster because I wasn't changing my needle as much. And plus, it filled up that bookshelf pretty quickly and made it, the pattern really come to life and made it even more fun to work on. Then I went back and I started to branch out to this black balcony, banister, sorry. So that's how I work in stitching, and I find it fascinating how other people do theirs. So that's why I decided to take the time and explain that. But yeah, I love the stitch. I'm going to be going back to it. I decided to set it aside just for a little while because I'd gotten it in a place where I was like, this is over half done. Excuse me, now I've got the hiccups. This is over half done. I'm really happy with it. And I'm starting to be out of the Halloween mood. It's now January. My husband's, I was wanting to go skiing, but I need to stay on the baby bunny lift because I'm a chicken and I'm out of shape. And so I don't want to like go down the whole huge mountain and like crash halfway because my legs are too tired. So I just go on the bunny hill over and over and over again. It's like, for me, it's technically challenging, but if I want to stop sooner, I can because it's shorter distance. Well, my husband's doing the longer ones, but we couldn't because the only snow on the mountain was manufactured snow. Because it had not been cold enough, not snowing enough. So I decided to channel the spirits and call down snow. So I picked out a bunch of winter patterns. These were patterns that were on that I had either saved on my computer that were free or were on my Pinterest board that were free. And I do check as much as I can to make sure they're really free. Like I don't just click on the picture. I go to the link and follow it to be sure, no, this is really a freebie from so-and-so's blog and not like a stolen upload because that's not cool. And pulled out some fabric to work on them and then got started on the first pattern. Now this is kind of wrinkly because like I said, I've been working on it. I haven't gotten any of the others even started, but this one is a free pattern from Doreen Jones. As you can see, if you've been watching me for a while, I do a lot of her, let's see if I can get that light there. There we go. I do a lot of her patterns. I have several in magazines that she's also done that I've paid for, but she gives out a free cross-stitch pattern almost every Friday on her Facebook page. So if you've not joined Doreen Jones's Facebook page, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life, as Kef says from Snug Harbor Crafts? Okay, so this was a pattern, a free pattern, and it says Hello Winter, and you can see I've got that stitched. Now there are spaces missing, and there are these weird shapes. What are those weird shapes? Well, since it's a free pattern, I'll just flash a part of it to you. Look, they're gonna be adorable little snowmen. Aren't those cute? So I've put that on this piece of fabric. And why did I start down low and not in the middle? Because I might be able to finish either another long skinny thing up here on the top or 2 square patterns up here. I mean, this is 18 count Aida cloth in the gray petty points from Zweigart. So you can, I mean, the patterns come out pretty small on here, but it's so cute and wintry. Those little snowflakes built in. It was just too perfect. I'm using all her called for colors. They're super wintry and my favorite because teal blue and purple are the greatest color combinations in the entire world. So I worked on that. I'm going to finish that eventually. And then I'll show you the 2 other patterns. They've got stuff piled on them that I have picked out to work on. Oh, actually three that I've picked out. One is another Doreen Jones free pattern. It's called Forest Snowman. Super cute. And another freebie from Doreen Jones. What am I telling you? 2 snowmen and this snowflake. And I can't decide if I'm going to do the whole thing together, or I might do the snowflake alone and then just the little snowmen alone. I'll see how I feel and what fabric I found laying around. And then from my soon-to-be very best friend, because I'm going to meet her when she comes to Stitch Basel in person, is Snowflower Diaries. And she made, on her blog, she had this adorable little winter witch. Now, I love the red because it's Christmassy. But I want this to be an actual, just a winter thing. So I am going to change the reds to some sort of a blue. Probably a navy blue. Depends on what fabric I end up stitching it on. I've picked out some navy blues, so maybe not navy blue, maybe a teal blue. But, yeah, isn't that so cute? Yeah, so Snowflower Diaries is actually Maya. Her name is Maya from Hungary. And her friend, XG Designs, which I don't know her first name yet. I haven't memorized it. I know I've been told, but I don't remember it. They are coming to Stitch Basel to stitch with us and to sell some stuff. But to stitch with us. We are completely sold out at Stitch Basel. We are full to the tippy top with people. We do, however, have a waiting list started because, I mean, it's now the end of January and the retreat isn't till mid-September. And you know what? People have lives and emergencies happen, and people have until the end of May to say they can't come, and we will give them, I think it is a 90% refund, and then somebody else on the waiting list can take their place last minute if they want to. So if you were kind of hemming and hawing, get on the waiting list. There's no commitment because we just ask you, hey, we have an open spot. Do you want it? And then you can decide then yes or no. But it's going to be kind of a lot of fun. Actually, more than kind of a lot of fun. It's going to be a way good time. I'm very, very happy and excited. Dawn and Ina are amazing. They have done, me and Dawn kind of talked about this. I had this idea, wanted to do it, and she's like, yes, let's do it. Actually, I don't remember. It was like both of us kind of were like, it's not fair that we always have retreats. Let's do a retreat. Yeah, let's do a retreat. Anyway, I could not have done it on my own because we each have, and like each one of us could not have done it on our own because we all have our different strengths and weaknesses. So it's been really good working with them and things are going fantastic. We have so many awesome vendors, companies who are sponsoring the goodie bags that we are giving out. Those goodie bags are gonna be pretty dang awesome. Like, I'm so excited. The main ones are DMC, Zweigart, and Solke are sponsoring us, and we have some other local vendors and smaller stores, stitching stores in Europe that are also donating something. We have a few designers who are donating. We have Lily Pilly Stitches, who has designed our retreat pattern that you're all getting. It's really, really cute. And it'll be a surprise, so I can't tell you what it's on, but I am doing the secret stitching for it. And we've got other designers, individual designers who are maybe going, or sellers who are putting like a coupon or other different things for like a percentage off. Anyway, it's just going to be really, really, really great and a really good way to network with other European cross stitchers and to make our community over here really strong, really well connected, and so that nobody has to feel like, oh, the Americans have all the cool stuff. No. Europeans are just as deserving of a great, supportive, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, creative cross-stitch community. And here is a way for us to all meet together. Perhaps this first time we kept it small with 50 because we weren't honestly sure. And how many would come. And next time we'll probably expand, because the response has been so great. So yeah, look, get on the waiting list if you're not sure. And thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me and being my friend and leaving comments. And I will see you sometime in February. Cheers.